When most investors think about artificial intelligence, they picture chatbots, cloud software, or massive data centers. But some of the most practical AI deployments are happening quietly on street corners, inside airports, across industrial parks, and throughout entire city districts. At just 34 cents per share, one small company is focused on embedding AI directly into surveillance infrastructure that cities and enterprises already use every day. Imagine a network of high-definition security cameras connected to edge processing devices that can detect unusual movement patterns, recognize faces against watch lists, read license plates in real time, and send instant alerts when predefined rules are triggered. Instead of simply recording footage for later review, these systems analyze live video streams using computer vision algorithms running on dedicated processors and cloud-based analytics platforms. The core technology combines AI video analytics software, edge computing hardware that processes footage locally, and centralized cloud dashboards that allow operators to monitor multiple locations simultaneously. This matters because traditional surveillance systems are mostly passive. They capture hours of footage that human operators rarely have time to review. AI-driven systems convert raw video into searchable data. If a vehicle of interest enters a restricted zone, the system flags it instantly. If a person crosses a virtual boundary after hours, an alert is generated in real time. In smart city deployments, these systems can be integrated with traffic monitoring, public safety networks, and municipal control centers. The unusual part is not the cameras themselves, but the intelligence layered on top, transforming simple video feeds into actionable data streams. Cities around the world are under pressure to improve public safety while managing limited budgets. Businesses want better perimeter security without hiring large monitoring teams. Airports, logistics hubs, and industrial facilities need automated threat detection that works continuously. As urban areas expand and infrastructure becomes more connected, the demand for AI-enhanced surveillance systems grows alongside it. Video data is one of the largest untapped information sources in urban environments, and AI makes it usable at scale. The broader industry trend supports this shift. Smart city initiatives are increasing as governments invest in connected infrastructure, digital traffic systems, and integrated security platforms. At the same time, edge computing is becoming more common, allowing data to be processed near the source instead of being sent entirely to centralized servers. This reduces latency and improves response times. AI chips embedded in edge devices can run computer vision models directly on-site, which is essential for real-time alerting. The company behind this approach operates as a technology provider offering both hardware and software solutions. It supplies AI-enabled cameras and edge devices, while also providing a cloud-based platform that aggregates data from multiple locations. Revenue can come from equipment sales, system integration services, and recurring software subscriptions tied to analytics and monitoring dashboards. By positioning itself as a full-stack provider, the company aims to capture value across the surveillance lifecycle rather than relying on one-time hardware transactions. Commercial validation in this space often comes from pilot programs, municipal partnerships, and enterprise contracts. Deployments in city environments demonstrate scalability. Installations in industrial facilities show adaptability to different security requirements. The ability to integrate with existing camera infrastructure can also accelerate adoption, since many clients prefer upgrading intelligence rather than replacing all hardware. When AI analytics improve operational efficiency or reduce incident response times, the value proposition becomes clearer. Now let's name the company. The business is Iveda Solutions Inc., trading on the Nasdaq under the ticker IVDA, with shares recently around 34 cents. At this price level, it sits firmly in micro-cap territory, which brings both opportunity and risk. A key question is why a company operating in a fast-growing AI surveillance niche trades at just a few cents above 30 cents per share. Micro-cap stocks often face visibility challenges. They may not receive broad analyst coverage, and institutional ownership can be limited. Revenue scale compared to large technology firms is typically smaller, and commercialization timelines and government-related projects can be uneven. Share price volatility can also reflect capital raises or investor sentiment rather than purely operational progress. Another factor is competitive landscape. The surveillance and security technology market includes global giants with significant resources. Smaller companies must differentiate through specialization, agility, or regional focus. Investors may wait for clearer evidence of sustained revenue growth before assigning higher valuations. That caution can keep share prices compressed even as the underlying market expands. Looking ahead, potential catalysts could include expanded smart city deployments, additional enterprise contracts, partnerships with larger integrators, or technological enhancements that improve accuracy and reduce false positives. As cities continue digitizing infrastructure and integrating AI into public safety frameworks, companies positioned at the intersection of video analytics and edge computing may benefit from broader adoption trends. Increased regulatory clarity around data usage and privacy could also influence how quickly municipalities commit to large-scale implementations. However, risks should not be ignored. Micro-cap companies can face funding constraints, and scaling internationally requires operational discipline. Surveillance technology also operates in a sensitive regulatory environment, where privacy concerns and policy changes can impact demand. Revenue concentration with a limited number of major contracts can create financial fluctuations from quarter to quarter. Investors must evaluate balance sheet strength, execution capability, and competitive positioning carefully. At 34 cents per share, Iveda Solutions represents a small but focused player in the AI-driven surveillance ecosystem. It is not a dominant industry leader, and it carries the typical uncertainty associated with early-stage growth companies. But it illustrates how artificial intelligence is moving beyond digital assistance and into physical infrastructure that cities rely on every day. For investors, the key takeaway is not just the share price, but the positioning. This is a company operating at the intersection of AI software, edge computing hardware, and real-world infrastructure. Its success will depend on execution, contract expansion, and its ability to prove that its technology delivers measurable results in live environments. The opportunity exists within a growing smart city and enterprise security market, but progress must translate into consistent revenue growth and operational stability over time. This analysis is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. The goal is to understand what the company builds, how its technology functions in real-world environments, and why its valuation sits where it does. In a market crowded with abstract AI narratives, sometimes the more tangible applications, like transforming ordinary cameras into intelligent monitoring systems, offer a different perspective on where AI is actually being deployed.